Being recorded.
This week we start the ultimate journey in the Torah, 10 Commandments. Aseret Devarim, the 10 declarations. The main declarations that God teaches us how to be better people, how to show humanity, how to react, how to act toward each other. It's the beginning. It is the 10 declarations. And as some people have pointed out, it is the basis of the 603 commandments that are yet to come. Now, some people look at the Torah and describe it as literature. I would refute that vehemently and say no. Well, maybe it is literature, it's a book, But is it just literature? Absolutely not. I would submit to you that the people that see the Torah as literature, that maybe come to services, maybe don't, maybe they come Saturday morning, maybe they follow the flow of the Torah as we proceed through the year, and they see it and they read it and they take it in. And then they leave the synagogue, and what do they do with it? What do they do with the laws, the teaching that they just learned? Do they apply it? Does it say, and the 10 Commandments, it's almost tough to really look at it on the surface level. We see don't murder, don't kill. People say, well, what about war? Well, it really means don't murder. Don't take the life of someone unnecessarily. Don't steal. Well, that's pretty evident. If it's not yours, don't take it. But stealing, really in the 10 Commandments, means don't kidnap. Don't take a person's liberty. Don't commit adultery. Why? Because the family is the basic unit of society. And if you don't have a strong family, no matter what the makeup is, you're not going to have a strong society. Don't gossip. Don't bear false witness. People that are at the receiving end of gossip, it's like a living death. How many people work in a profession whose business depend on their good name? You take away a person's good name and you've left them with nothing. It's a living death. They can't face their neighbors, who unfortunately believe it sometimes. They can't conduct business because people don't trust them. Don't covet thy neighbor's anything. What does covet mean? Can you want something that your neighbor has? Sure. They got this nice new boat. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to get a nice new boat. I like it. Looks good. But coveting means I want that boat. I want to do what I have to do to get that boat that they own. That's what covet means. And again, it's intruding on a person. Now, that's the last 5 of the commandments. What about the first 5? I'm God. That's it. I brought you out of Egypt. Respect my name. Respect the Sabbath. Rest every 7th day. And honor your parents. Kind of forms a base for all the other commandments. Pretty good words. And we read it each year so that it will sink in. So that we'll learn anew. We'll be reminded of it time and time again. How many people have we seen come to services on a regular basis? They walk out the doors and it's like all of this went right over their head. They're just nasty people. Yeah, there's some good people that don't believe in religion. Some of us find that hard to believe without believing in God, but some people do it. They manage it. Other people claim to believe in God, believe in the religion, feel that they are good, whatever, good Jews, and yet they walk out and they engage in behavior that's absolutely horrendous. The words have not sunk in. This is why we study Torah. Not just to know what we're reading, not just to know it, not just to know that the 10 Commandments are in chapter 20 of Exodus. But no, we want to know what those words mean. We want to teach them diligently to our children. We want to take them to heart. We want to inscribe them on the doorposts of our homes and on their gates. We want to put them in little boxes and wrap ourselves with them every day so that we are next to those words. Not just the words, but what it means. We want to honor those words that God taught us. We don't want to just study them as an exercise in literature. We want to own them. We want to own what they mean. We want to do them. We want to read them. We want to know that we need to respect people, that we're not going to take our fellows for granted. We're not going to follow our heads or our hearts because that can deceive us. We want to follow God's word. We want to follow God's teaching. That's why God gave us these teachings. And our forefathers said to Moses, Moshe Rabbeinu, we will do and we will believe. We will do and we will hear. They committed to it even before they heard it. And we saw what happened there. And it's unfortunate. But you know what? Maybe we need to study that too. And that needs to be a lesson to us, that we don't take these words lightly. We don't take God's teaching lightly. We want to live by it even when we don't want to. Even when somebody cuts us off on the road and we want to go after them and show them who's boss. I was on the freeway today and I think that happened, and that's why traffic slowed and I was late because there was an accident. It happens. You know? We want to live by God's word, not by someone else's. We don't want to honor what someone else says when it's not right. We want to revert back, okay, what is God telling us to do in this situation? God is saying, look, I'll take care of it, just go about your business. It's a lesson. I'm sending you a lesson. And that lesson is the Ten Commandments. This is where it starts. This is where we Jews become a people. This is where we Hebrews go from being Israelites to Jews. When we decided we're going to do, and then we're going to hear. When we commit first. Okay? We're going to commit to this. Now tell us what we're committing to. Because we have that much faith. We've seen God, we've seen your signs and wonders, and we are convinced. We don't just believe, we're convinced. So let us make that commitment as we study the 10 declarations and the teachings that come after it. Let us make a new commitment. Let us continue the resolve that we started on Yom Kippur, that we're going to be better people, that we didn't just take those 10 days of all lightly, that we're really committing to being better people. And that means we're not going to follow our hearts or our heads, we're going to follow those words.